Hi! We are going to discuss some empties today. I have some empties kind of from February and March. I was really sick in February, so I just decided to combine them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over ones that are in the current catalog first, and then I'll go over ones that are no longer available, but sometimes they return. So it's always good to hear about them anyway, if you're a wax addict like I am. And then I'll go over a couple things that are just products that I've finished up. So let's just get started. Okay, the first is Black Raspberry Vanilla. This is in the classic section. It's a great scent. Basically, it is described as sun-sweetened dark berries warmed with vanilla. It's really strong, lasts for a while. Most people know about Black Raspberry Vanilla. It's great. Okay, next we have Mocha Doodle. Mocha Doodle is, it's in the Corner Cafe part of the catalog. And one thing I want to say is I love these, what are they called? Showcase brochures. There's not so much flipping around. I just kind of look at that. So the scent notes are coffee beans, cocoa, sugar, caramel, and heavy cream. Now this is fairly strong. Yes, it's a good performer. I did make samples of it. I can still smell it, so it's so strong. If you like strong scents, give that one a try. Okay, next we have Lilacs and Violets. So I like a lot of different scents, but this one is probably not my favorite. I don't know. It does definitely smell like lilacs. And I made samples for like I made a little sample bundles for about 10 people local just to get some feedback. And one person messaged me right away and said, oh my gosh, I love that smell. So I remember thinking, I don't know if that's gonna be a hit, but you know what? It goes to show that everybody likes different things. So it still smells strong. I don't remember it lasting a terribly long time, but maybe I just changed it out because it wasn't my favorite. So anyway, that's Lilacs and Violets. Next we have Summer Holiday. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but this was not one of my favorites either. Let me read you the scent descriptions here. Summer Holiday. Bursting with lush plumeria, tiger lily, and sweet orange, softened by vanilla and radiant amber. It smells a little better now. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite, but I like to try lots of different ones, especially so I can give people feedback. And I put this in my big open concept space. I think it would do better in a slightly smaller room. But anyway, that is called Summer Holiday. It is a very popular scent. Maybe I'll go on this side. It seems like there's a glare. Sorry, guys. Okay, next we have Apple Butter Frosting. So this is a really, really nice scent. It does kind of tint your plastic yellow. It is described as heartwarming medley of cinnamon spiced apples and decadent vanilla buttercream. I love this. It really is great. It's soft but noticeable. It lasts a long time. I really recommend this one, Apple Butter Frosting. Okay, next, what do we have? Camo Camo. I made a few samples of this as well. And it's kind of like an exotic, it has a little exotic twist. Let me find it here. It is described as tropical oasis of lush mandarin, Camo Camo, and passion fruit. I think it's the passion fruit that I'm noticing. It was pretty good. Possibly a repurchase for me. I have a lot, so I have to kind of tone it down a bit. But you know, it's hard. I have an old packaging bar of coconut lemongrass. And I did make samples of this as well. I know it's a huge fan favorite. It's very clean smelling, and it's not totally up my alley, but I did enjoy it. So coconut lemongrass lasts a long time. Good performer. Okay, next let's talk about Paradise Punch. Now this one is strong and it's very fruity. It's described as, where are you? Okay, it's in the spring and summer section. A medley of wild Indian orange, sunny lemon juice, acai berry, I never know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, and star fruit. There's also another one in the current catalog that is somewhat similar called Let's Get Punchy. So what I'm doing is I'm going through all the new releases one by one and the spring and summer one by one. I'm putting all the new releases in my bedroom, and I'm kind of monitoring how they're doing, how long they're lasting, what do I think. And also doing that in the spring and summer section, I'm doing it in my laundry room, which is kind of like a long, narrow. They're probably about the same square footage, but I've completed 10, so I'm going to do a video coming up about those soon. I'm going to divide it in 4 parts, I think. So anyway, Paradise Punch, definitely would pick up another bar of that. Okay, next let's talk about some scents of the month. I've gone through 3 spring forwards. Okay, I made lots of samples with this, and there's been mixed reviews about Spring Forward. I actually really like it. I don't have the scent notes with me, but it's something like if sunshine had a blah blah blah. It would be this Italian bergamot, something about raspberries, and I forget. Anyway, I find, okay, so the first time I kind of used it, I was like, after a while, I'm like, I don't know if I can smell it. And then my daughter's friend came over and they're walking up the stairs and she goes, your house, it smells so good. And I had this going everywhere. So I'm like, okay, you can still smell it. And what I decided to do was, as strange as it sounds, I had Peppermint Rush, which is a winter fragrance. I wanted to get rid of Peppermint Rush. So I put like a tiny bit of Peppermint Rush in with it. And wow, it's a really neat combination, but I've been mixing them ever since. So Spring Forward with Peppermint Rush, give it a try. You might enjoy it. I usually do like 1 cube Spring Forward to like half a cube of Peppermint Rush, or 1 to 1. So anyway, that's that. And let's talk about Johnny Appleseed. Current scent of the month. I've used this one full bar to make samples. I've got almost another full bar that I've used. And I really like this scent. It's really nice. My daughter's basically saying, can we put it in my warmer? And I'm like, well, when your other one wears off, yes, you can put it in your warmer. So that's usually a good sign because she's kind of picky. And it's a pretty good performer. Lasts a fair amount of time. It lasts longer than A is for Apple did in my bedroom. And I like it better than A is for Apple. So Johnny Appleseed's a bit sweeter. And it just has a really nice fragrance. And A is for Apple, to me, was like a cooler, crisp apple, Granny Smith. I definitely prefer Johnny Appleseed. Okay, next we are going to quickly, I'm going to get through this quick. We are going to talk about older fragrances. I'm going to whip through them. Apple Crush. Kids section, recently retired. Big popular fragrance, and I really like it. My kids really like it. That's all I got to say about that, since we can't reorder it. I have 2 bars of coconut pumpkin pie. I made some samples with this a while ago. It's pretty strong. It's not my favorite, but I do tend to like scents that I can smell, so I was pretty happy with that. Next, this is an older packaging, but I love this one. I'm surprised I love it. I really love it. It's called Peppermint Dreams. It's basically chocolate cake and mint, and it smells like what are those mints that Kramer dropped into the patient? I forget. You know, from Seinfeld, he dropped them into the patient. Anyway, during the operation. Oh, I wish it's gonna come to me. Anyway, I love this one. I'm surprised I love it because, you know, I didn't know. Anyway, I love it. And I said something to my daughter the other day. I said, do you smell it? Well, I'll explain in another video, but basically I was testing one fragrance in my laundry room, and I said, do you even smell it? Because sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm just nose blind. So she comes in, she's like, I smell something minty. I'm like, no, that's in the main area. What do you smell here? So anyway, Love Peppermint Dreams. Hope it comes back. So we're going to talk about 2 bring back my bars. Javanilla. It's like a coffee, vanilla, bit of hazelnut. It was okay. I don't drink coffee, but I like the smell, so go figure. Another one is Love Story, and ironically, that one has a bit of chocolate in it too. I wish I had the scent notes for this. Okay, I had this going in my bonus room, and it lasted for days and days. I put 2 cubes in a 25-watt warmer, and I don't leave it on 24/7, but you know, it's a few hours a day, and man, oh man, it lasted. And but you walk in the room, and you're like, whoa, I love this smell. Anyway, that was a good one. Okay, look at this bad boy. It's a brick. It's empty. Caramel Vanilla Delight. That is basically, it's like caramel, vanilla ice cream, and a touch of rum, if I remember, something to that effect. And you kind of, it's not like you're going to be all boozed up after you melt it, but you can kind of smell that hint of rum. It's interesting. And usually what you would do is the cubes are big compared to, you know, a Scentsy bar. Okay. They're quite a bit thicker. Anyway, you could cut maybe into thirds. Some people cut it in half. You could even maybe cut it into quarters and use a quarter for like a nightlight one. But this lasts a long, long time. It's a bit, you know, it's a bit rich, but I do really, really like it. I put this a lot in my son's room. It's really nice. So Caramel Vanilla Delight. Okay, we have 2 more things to discuss quickly. Okay, this came in my starter kit. It's called Counter Clean. And basically, you spray it on the surface and wipe it with a lint-free cloth or sponge. So what I found out is probably the best thing to wipe it with is a microfiber cloth. Like I said, this scent is not, you know, it's not, doesn't send me all into a tizzy or anything, but it was great to try the product. And I since bought it in Honeymoon Hideaway, and I far prefer Honeymoon Hideaway, and I'm going to just keep trying out the scents because I do like the product. It makes me want to clean my house. So what I do is I use it on my granite. I use it on my stainless steel. Works far better than another product that is a very popular, expensive product. Basically kicks the other ones, you know what. So I was really happy about that, and I don't use it every day. Like, I usually just wipe everything. I don't wipe my stainless steel with like a wet cloth, but my counters I just do a wet cloth, but then every second day or so I'll spray this and give it a good wipe down. And my stainless steel, my fridge, dishwasher, and my stove. It does somewhat leave streaks on glass, so not really the greatest for glass, but if you kind of follow up with another cloth right away, it's actually pretty good. Last thing we're going to discuss. I got to whip through this. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite Scentsy products. I love it. I was surprised that I would love it, but it's the washer whiffs. And this is the one that comes in the starter bundle. It's called Scentsy Clean. And what I did was I recorded how many washes I got, and I think I might have missed one, but I got 17 to 18 washes out of this one. Okay, so it's kind of similar to the Scentsy Clean is kind of similar to Clean Breeze, but I want to try other fragrances. This works really well. Sometimes I would have like some of my Zumba shirts. I teach Zumba part-time, and like, you know, it would be in the closet for a week or 2, and I'd pull one out, and I'm like, oh, what's that smell? I smell really good. And then I'm like, oh, it's my Scentsy Clean washer whiffs, but I've run out, so I haven't used them for a while. I do work in a dental office, so I would not wash my uniforms in this because you can definitely smell a fragrance. Now, I just used another brand of detergent, and I'm not really big into Bounce and all that. My husband really likes Bounce for his work stuff, but basically I just used another brand of detergent, the washer whiffs, and I even sometimes I put a little bit of vinegar in my rinse load to, you know, act as a natural fabric softener. So anyway, your clothes don't smell like vinegar, by the way, if you do that. I'm interested to try the other products. I am definitely going to give them a try and let you know what I think of them, and I always will be honest. So yes, highly recommend this. Love this, but in another fragrance. So take care, have a great weekend, and I will see you at the next video.